Imagine waking up tomorrow and discovering that artificial intelligence is helping diagnose diseases, teach students, drive vehicles, and make workplace decisions. That future is not decades away. In many ways, it has already arrived. Throughout history, innovations such as the Industrial Revolution, electricity, and the Internet have transformed societies and economies. Today, artificial intelligence represents the next major turning point, one that could reshape Canada's education system, healthcare services, workforce, and daily life. I believe rapid technological advancement will be one of the most significant forces shaping Canada in the coming decades. While these innovations have the potential to improve healthcare, boost productivity, and expand learning opportunities, they also raise important concerns about misinformation, cybersecurity, privacy, and our growing dependence on technology. In this presentation, I will argue that technology can help create a more connected, innovative, and prosperous Canada, but only if it is developed and used responsibly. Before focusing on artificial intelligence, it is important to understand why technological advancement matters. Technology affects nearly every aspect of Canadian society. It influences how people work, learn, communicate, and access healthcare. Because of this, technological change often has widespread social, economic, and political consequences. Understanding these impacts is important because the decisions Canadians make today will help shape the country's future. Artificial intelligence provides a useful example of how new technologies can create both opportunities and challenges. In the following slides, I will examine how AI may influence Canada's future and what Canada can do to ensure these changes benefit society. One of the most important technologies influencing Canada's future is artificial intelligence. While AI has existed as a concept for decades, recent breakthroughs have led to an explosion in its capabilities. Unlike traditional computer programs that simply follow a set of instructions, AI can learn from data, recognize patterns, and generate new content. In just a few short years, AI has evolved from a specialized tool used mainly by researchers into a technology that millions of people use every day. Tools such as ChatGPT, self driving vehicles, and advanced data analysis systems demonstrate just how quickly AI is becoming part of modern life. Canada became the first country in the world to launch a national AI strategy in 2017. Through the Pan-Canadian AI Strategy, Canada supports world-class research, innovation, and talent development through three nationally recognized institutions: AMI in Edmonton, Mila in Montreal, and the Vector Institute in Toronto. Education may experience some of the most significant changes as artificial intelligence continues to develop. One of the biggest advantages of AI is personalized learning. AI tools can provide instant feedback, explain difficult concepts, generate multiple and numerous practice questions, and adapt to the individual needs of students. Instead of forcing every student to learn at the same pace, AI has the potential to create a more personalized and effective educational experience. AI is also changing education from the teacher's perspective. In many classes, tools such as Copyleaks are already being used on assignments. These tools can check for plagiarism and AI-generated content, but they can also provide feedback on grammar, writing quality, and communication. This shows that AI is transforming not only how students learn, but also how teachers assess and support learning. However, these advancements also create challenges. As AI becomes more capable of generating essays, solving problems, and answering questions, it becomes increasingly difficult to determine whether submitted work truly reflects a student's learning. Because of this, many schools are placing greater emphasis on presentations, supervised assessments, and in-person examinations rather than fully online testing. Another concern is that students may become too dependent on AI. If technology consistently provides answers, students may have fewer opportunities to develop critical thinking, research, and problem solving skills independently. Education is not just about finding answers, it is about learning how to think. The future of education should focus on a balance between innovation and independent thinking. AI should be used as a tool to enhance learning while students continue to develop the knowledge, the skills, and the independent thinking needed to succeed in the real world. While artificial intelligence is transforming education, its impact extends far beyond the classroom. AI is also expected to play a major role in healthcare and economic growth across Canada. In healthcare, AI has the potential to improve both efficiency and accessibility. AI systems can help doctors analyze medical images, identify diseases earlier, and support faster diagnoses. As these technologies continue to develop, patients may receive more accurate treatment in less time. This is especially important because many Canadians live in rural and northern communities, where access to healthcare services and specialists can be limited. Technologies such as telemedicine and AI assisted diagnoses could help connect patients with healthcare professionals regardless of location, reducing some of the barriers created by Canada's large geography. As an example, AI is already being integrated into Alberta's healthcare system through tools such as Microsoft Copilot. Alberta Health Services and other Alberta health organizations provide staff with access to Microsoft Copilot Chat, which can then be used to summarize documents, analyze information, extract key insights, and improve workplace efficiency. The adoption of tools such as Copilot demonstrates that AI is no longer just an emerging technology. It is already becoming part of the daily workflow of healthcare professionals and other knowledge based occupations. But beyond healthcare, AI is also becoming increasingly important as a driver of economic growth. History shows that countries that adapt to new technologies often gain economic advantages over those that fall behind. Canada's investment in artificial intelligence is already contributing to economic growth. The Pan Canadian AI strategy was launched in 2017, making Canada the first country in the world to create a national artificial intelligence strategy. Its purpose was to strengthen Canada's leadership in AI research, attract top talent, support innovation, and create new jobs across the country. Businesses can also use AI to automate routine tasks, analyze large amounts of data, and improve efficiency. At the same time, growing industries such as artificial intelligence, robotics, cybersecurity, and software development are creating new opportunities for innovation, investment, and high skilled employment. However, technological progress also creates challenges. While new jobs will be created, others may be replaced by automation. This means Canada will need to invest in education, skills training, and worker retraining programs to help people adapt to a changing economy. In my opinion, one of Canada's greatest opportunities in the coming decades will be using technology to improve quality of life while also strengthening the economy. If these benefits are shared fairly and responsibly, AI could help Canada become healthier, more productive, and more prosperous. Although artificial intelligence has the potential to improve many aspects of life, its rapid development also creates significant challenges. The concept of artificial intelligence first emerged in the 1950s, but for many decades its capabilities remained limited. However, recent breakthroughs have accelerated AI development at an unprecedented rate. As a result, governments, schools, businesses, and workers are often first to react to technological change rather than prepare for it. One consequence is job displacement. Throughout history, technological revolutions have changed the workforce, from the Industrial Revolution to the rise of computers. AI is expected to continue this trend by automating certain tasks and changing the skills employers value. Another challenge is misinformation. AI can now generate realistic images, videos, and written content in seconds. An example of this in modern day society would be all the AI deepfakes being made of the missing child in Calgary that the police have warned society about. While this technology can be used creatively, it can also make it more difficult for Canadians to distinguish between reliable information and misinformation. Privacy and cybersecurity are also becoming increasingly important concerns. AI systems rely on large amounts of data, raising questions about how personal information is collected, stored, and protected. Another major concern is economic inequality. Individuals, companies, and countries that successfully adapt to AI may benefit significantly, while those that cannot keep up may fall behind. This could create new social and economic divisions. The greatest challenge is not artificial intelligence itself. The greatest challenge is ensuring that society can adapt to technological change in a way that remains fair, responsible, and beneficial for everyone. One event demonstrated society's dependence on technology more clearly than any other: the COVID-19 pandemic. During the pandemic, millions of Canadians suddenly became dependent on technology for work, education, healthcare, and communication. Businesses shifted to remote work, students learned online, and virtual meetings became a normal part of everyday life. This demonstrated how essential technology had become. Without digital tools, many of our schools, our businesses, and our healthcare services, as well as government programs, would have struggled to continue operating during lockdowns. However, the pandemic also exposed weaknesses in Canada's technological infrastructure. It exposed Canada's digital divide. According to research highlighted by the Canadian School of Public Service, only about 62% of Canadians living in rural areas had access to broadband internet that met Canada's national speed target, creating challenges for remote work, online learning, and virtual healthcare. As a result, some individuals and communities faced greater challenges than others. The experience of COVID-19 showed that technology can help society adapt during periods of crisis, but it also highlighted the importance of ensuring that everyone has the access to the tools and services needed to succeed in a digital world. The most important lesson from COVID-19 is that technology is no longer simply a convenience. It has become an essential part of education, healthcare, employment, and communication. Ultimately, COVID-19 revealed both the power of technology and the need to use it responsibly and equitably. As rapid technological advancement continues to reshape society, the question is no longer whether technology will influence our future. The real question is whether Canada can adapt quickly enough to keep up with the pace of change. While technology has the potential to improve education, healthcare, communication, and economic growth, these benefits are not guaranteed. To prepare for the future, Canada must invest in education and digital literacy. Canadians need not only technical skills, but also critical thinking skills so that they can use AI responsibly and evaluate information effectively. Canada must also help workers adapt to technological change. Just as previous technological revolutions transformed the workforce, AI will create new careers while changing or eliminating others. Retraining programs and lifelong learning will be essential. Another priority is ensuring equal access to technology. Opportunities created by AI should not be limited to people living in major cities or those with greater financial resources. Everyone should have access to reliable internet, digital tools, and educational opportunities. Technology can also influence democracy by changing how Canadians access information, participate in public discussions, and engage with political issues. While digital technologies can make information more accessible and encourage greater participation, they can also contribute to misinformation and make it more difficult for citizens to determine what information is trustworthy. At the same time, governments and businesses must address concerns related to privacy, cybersecurity, and misinformation. As AI becomes more powerful, public trust will depend on whether these technologies are used safely, ethically, and transparently. In my opinion, Canada's success will not be determined by how advanced our technology becomes. It will be determined by how well Canadians adapt to change and whether the benefits of innovation are shared by everyone. The goal should not be to stop technological progress. The goal should be to ensure that progress improves life for all Canadians. Looking towards the future, I envision a Canada that embraces technological advancement without losing sight of the people it is meant to serve. Throughout history, Canada has adapted to major technological changes. From the Industrial Revolution to the rise of the Internet, I believe artificial intelligence represents the next major step in that evolution. In my vision, technology helps improve the quality of life for all Canadians. Students have access to personalized learning tools, patients can receive healthcare regardless of where they live, and workers are supported as new industries and opportunities emerge. However, I do not believe success should be measured only by how advanced our technology becomes. Success should also be measured by whether Canadians continue to have equal access to opportunities, whether privacy is protected, and whether technology is used ethically and responsibly. Technological advancement is also connected to Canadian nationalism. Nationalism involves a sense of pride, identity, and loyalty towards one's nation. Canada's leadership in artificial intelligence, demonstrated through the Pan-Canadian AI strategy and leading research institutes such as AMI, Mila, and the Vector Institute, they have strengthened Canada's reputation as an innovative and forward-looking country. At the same time, Canada must ensure that technological advancement reflects Canadian values and protects Canadian interests in an increasingly globalized world. AI is not only shaping Canada's future, it is also influencing how Canadians view their country's role on a global stage. I also believe that human skills such as creativity, critical thinking, communication, and leadership will remain essential. Even as artificial intelligence becomes more powerful, technology should still support human potential rather than replace it. Ultimately, my vision is a Canada where technology remains a tool and not the goal. A Canada where innovation improves everyone's lives, opportunities remain accessible to everyone, and human values continue to guide progress. In conclusion, rapid technological advancement will play a major role in shaping Canada's future. Throughout this presentation, I have discussed how artificial intelligence is transforming education, healthcare, communication, and the economy. I have also explored the challenges that come with these changes, including job displacement, misinformation, cybersecurity concerns, and society's growing dependence on technology. The evidence suggests that artificial intelligence will continue to become more integrated into everyday life. As a result, Canada will face both new opportunities and new responsibilities. In my opinion, the most important challenge is not developing better technology. It is ensuring that Canadians can adapt to technological change while still maintaining fairness, opportunity, privacy, and trust. A successful future is not one in which technology replaces people. It is one in which technology helps people reach their full potential. The future of Canada is not being written by technology alone. It is being written by the choices Canadians make today. Thank you.